So if you enjoy this video and want to see more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by clicking on the PayPal link in the description box, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video.
Mike Cernovich is here. We know the bigger story is they're trying to start a war in Syria with this proxy war, where Trump says they're not going to have a wider war. We want to get rid of ISIS, Al-Qaeda, but then others want to start a larger war. They're shipping in the artillery. They're setting it all up. They're getting it ready. Paul Watson's coming up in the next segment to get into a supposed right-wing terror attack in London and more. But Mike Cernovich, get into the breaking news. I know you told me about this yesterday from your sources and that you were going to be releasing this soon, but I guess it's already breaking. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so I found out from multiple sources now have confirmed it, and I believe you maybe wrote about this a year ago, but the Clinton Foundation is actually laundering money and paying off ISIS to to protect a certain cement factory in Syria. This is breaking news. I just got this from the top level people, personally inspected it. So there are all these cement factories in Syria. And what is happening is that the cement factory is paying money to the Clinton Global Initiative. And then the Clinton Global Initiative is using its contractors and sources to pay off ISIS to not bomb this cement factory. So the story is still developing. I haven't broken it yet on my medium.com, but it's still in draft form. But I wanted to get that out right away. I meant to break it last night, but we got so busy. So we have proof now. Sources, the most reliable sources you can have, that the Clinton Foundation is actually giving money to ISIS as part of an extortion racket with the cement factory. So yes, this story here has now been confirmed. This is now not what do you say, possible. This is actually true. The Clinton Foundation, they're still doing it. They're paying money to ISIS. They are funding terrorism. So when you say Hillary Clinton is a terrorist, she is a terrorist. They're paying money to ISIS. It can no longer be denied. We have confirmation. And I believe you broke that story before. It's still ongoing.
Well, I don't mean to freak out about who breaks stories. I can't stand it when I can't find one that was particularly from a high-level White House source. I remember writing it. I remember doing it. It was separate to the one from your sources about McMaster. It was backing that up. But it was from the president himself saying about your story from your sources that, yes, we're not going to expand the war. I'm not going along with this. And 3 days later, Bloomberg picked up on that. It's the obsession with not being able to ever find, myself, the information to show it. Well, but I mean, of course, ad nauseum, we spearheaded exposing that ISIS previously was Al-Qaeda, and that 6 years ago they launched the Arab Spring, and they overthrew all these governments, and the news promoted it publicly, and then they tried to, be Al-Qaeda's Air Force and ISIS's Air Force. And our guests, like Colonel Schaefer and others, spearheaded exposing that. Then Senator Paul covered it, then Senator the guy from Texas, Cruz, covered it. And so, yes, when Trump then later says, you funded ISIS, you created ISIS, Hillary, and Obama, that's true. The media then thinks we're all geographically and geopolitically and militarily and historically completely illiterate. And so they just say, no, you're liars, just like they think that we don't know that Comey said in 2 testimonies that Trump never tried to get him to obstruct justice. And we even have the video clips. They just say we're liars. So it's that frustration. It's not with you. It's not with the crew. I just occasionally, I never used to be OCD. I've got this thing now where I know what the news was. I know what it was. I know what it said, which we already found a bunch where you said it, so it doesn't matter. The point is, that's not the bigger issue. I'm pissed off, because I realize they're about to try to start a major war to take control of things from Trump. So his one blind spot is saying, I trust the military. Well, the military is good overall. They're good people. But the globalists at the top of the military can use this to then basically destabilize Trump or start major wars. Because even though he's given them the main directives, clearly people above him are trying to start a major war.
Well, and the chess pieces are now being moved into place where Mattis now has his authorization to increase troop levels in Afghanistan. So if you know where the chessboard is going, you can see the moves. We are headed towards World War III. The globalists want to do anything to start it. That's why they're going to lie. But you're hearing the real news here all the time, and I'm glad that you're OCD, because you have to be, because there's so much going on.
If you're interested to learn how to create content and spread content, we'll show you how. Go to the Operation How YouTube channel, click on the About button, and then click Message. Send us an email. If you want to engage, become an info warrior, we will train you up.
If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon below the video to get notified when the latest new content drops.
Keep us in your prayers. We get a lot of resistance for putting these videos out, but to Yahweh be the glory.